Hello everyone and welcome back to Dark Souls 2. My name is Revonlieke. Oh my god. And yeah, let's continue on. On the last episode we did some random stuff and I did tell you guys that we are planning on doing some sort of Pyromancer, Dark Lord type of character out of this, so the way that we look right now isn't really representing that aspect at all. Especially with this hat, we look dumb as hell, and I am sorry about it. So what we basically need currently, what I was thinking was that we would buy this fragrant branch of yore out of her hands, so we get that as fast as possible in our possession. Hopefully we'll be able to do it that way, because we need that fragrant branch of yore as soon as possible. There are other ways to get it quite fast as well, but for now we shall do it this way, because otherwise we need to go to that area and there's a lot of boss fights and stuff like that if we want to do it that way. But also a comment was received. Oh my god, I'm using life gems for no reason. But a comment was received and Fanteon was talking about what we should do next. So we left out a couple of new areas in this location here that we are going into. The first of the fallen giants. And the areas are basically unlocked when you get the soldier key. So you cannot get into these locations before the soldier key. But for one, I will try and check this out if I missed this over here. No, we didn't miss it. Alright. So let's actually kill that. But the soldier key also opens this door here, but you can also break this door, so it doesn't really matter that much. But this door here you can open with the soldier key. Some other areas that you might want to know about is down here is a door that the soldier key will open. Indeed, it does. Alright. Oh my god! Die! Thank you. Hopefully we'll be able to do it, or do this area. I'm not sure if it's too hard for us, but yeah. Here is a door that you can open, and it uses the soldier key. I think Fanteon meant this door when he was letting us know that you can find a Estus flash shard. I'm not completely sure as to if you can find it in here in Skull of the First Sin, but we might be able to. Do we have any? No, we don't have any butterflies, so that area is quite dark, so what you want to do is go back up and light a bonfire here, if you are able to, that is. Now I need to figure out what the alright, I'm just wondering, what is the toggle here? What button might it be? Nope, not that one. Why? No. You? No. How do I toggle? I know it should be N, but N is not doing anything currently for us. And I want to toggle. God dang it. Because we are not going to do that area without... Let's see here. Key bindings. I might cut this part out so that you know until we find the button. Alright, there you go. I was finally able to find it. It's the Alt key that you can change this. Alright, so we can light a torch here. Sorry about that, I wasn't really used to that, or I didn't even know it. Yeah, you don't really want to sit on the bonfire again if you have killed those enemies, so they don't respawn. So light this first, just in case. And then we can go down here in this dark little path. What you want to do is basically light all the sconces. Not bonfires, but sconces indeed. And you can see that there's skeletons coming this way. They are quite easy to fight against, nothing too fancy. They stagger very easily, and this is something that I've heard, oh my god, that a lot of Soul series veterans are actually complaining a lot about in Dark Souls 2, is that Dark Souls 2 has very, or the enemies have a very weak poise overall. So what it means is that the only thing you really need to think about is look for the opening for your own attack. And once you get that first hit in, you can just spam your hits. And there's really nothing the enemies can do because of that. Human effigy. And for example, in Dark Souls 1, the idea was very different. The poise worked very differently, and the way that it actually worked was that, well, the enemies had higher poise for one, and you always looked for a chance of opening for your own attack, but there was a chance that the enemy was able to poise the attack so they didn't get staggered. And it was very turn-based action in that regard. But Dark Souls 2 is very different in that it's very it's simplified very yeah, it's simplified a lot more than what it was in Dark Souls 1. And people might consider that as a thing that is affecting Dark Souls 3 as well. Because the combat is faster in Dark Souls 3. Eventually, of course, you're gonna notice that it's not that much of a turn-based game anymore. Alright, let's see here. Is there another dude here? Nope. Alright. There should be a turtle guy here. There he is. So let us get... Man, I hate these guys. Oh my god, need to replenish our stamina. There you go. Finally got him down. Sorry I'm concentrating so much about the fights, but yeah. There should be another guy over here. There you go. We're gonna leave that little archer guy over there for now. Fantan might have actually meant also this little door here. I'm not completely sure. He mentioned a what was it? Some kind of door he mentioned, or a wall. But yeah, anyhow, let's continue on. Here's a ladder that you can go on top of the roof. You can go also from the ledge if you want to do that. But here is the idea of this. You want to basically do that if you're able to. Bastard sword. Alright, let's see here if we are able to do it this way. Alright, I'm getting a message again. No, 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 no. Please. Yeah, man. Oh my freaking lord. We don't really currently need to fight against these guys, but I'm just gonna show you guys that you can actually handle this area if you just take things calmly and at least get rid of one of these guys and things get a lot easier. Well, he says right as he's getting pummeled to pieces. No! Alright, hopefully we'll be able to do this. Alright, regain your stamina. Take things calmly. One at a time. There you go. So one more. Not really as hard as it seems once you know what you're doing. I don't really recommend doing this area unless you really played Dark Souls 2 before. The whip. And what else? Solve nameless soldier and cracked red eye orbs. 3 of those. Alright, sorry about that. Oh man, my back is hurting. My back! Oh. Alright, I'm gonna take a sip of tea here. Just to moisture my throat a little bit, because we were getting somewhat a dry throat there, or dry mouth. So yes, currently we are getting low on our weapons durability. You can see the meter on below the weapon. There is a red bar. You really want to keep your eye on it if you feel like your weapon is getting broken. What you can do is actually start using the fire longsword instead, and we shall do that right now. Alright, let's see if we can actually kill this dude. There you go, and we get Armored Dennis Invasion. Armored Dennis. Letter Hunter Shield. Alright, let's see here. Really was trying my best to Of course. I'm really hating this guy currently. Oh my god. Alright, our last heal. Oh my god. Alright, let's kill this guy. No, we died. Armored Dennis, what did you do? First death. Alright, I'm gonna put the counter on there, just I don't know why, but I guess I'll do that. But yeah, that area is kinda a pain to handle. Did we leave anything there? I don't believe so, other than our souls. So I guess we can go back there. I'm not gonna turn into human. Well, actually I am, because I really want to kill Armorer Dennis anyhow, so I might as well just do that. Inventory. Use one of these. There you go. And I'm not sure why I went up here, but I was kinda maybe thinking that the Dark Souls 1 mechanics worked there, but indeed you can just turn human just like that. No need for a bonfire at all. Alright, so this area has been lifted off of that. Maybe? Oh, he has moved his location. What the heck? Wow, that was kind of new for me. Alright, let's light a torch. And go back down here. Alright. There you go. And yeah, one more thing I needed to mention was that I actually posted the 7th, I think, it was the 7th episode I posted on Reddit. It was kind of hilarious because the first comment that it received in Reddit was nobody cares. And I was kind of just laughing my ass off to that comment. Like, of course, it affects negative critique. Always affects one's kind of the motivation to do new episodes. Of course, it affects a little bit, but I just found it funny that there's actually people that find advertising of that sort still like a negativity somewhat. Like, advertising shouldn't ever be something that, especially that if there's really no community behind you and you try to advertise yourself, of course there's it shouldn't be that big of a problem really, but apparently there are those that actually get offended by it, I guess. Oh my god, didn't realize we were so close. There you go. We are actually kinda we need to take this seriously now. Remove this for one. Do we have any proper, like, maybe we'll figure it out. Maybe we'll figure it out. Alright. Drink Estus, because we are low on health. And we cannot actually use aromatic ooze. What the heck was that? The whole crew? What the crap? Since when? What? Oh my god. Oh my god. I didn't know these guys were able to do this. I didn't know that. I knew they were like hanging out in the roof, but I didn't know they get aggroed. Holy hell. Definitely did not know that. Well, that's good to know at least, but god dang it. So what are our options here? Oh my god. Our options are pretty much like run or die, I guess. Run or die. Well, hello there. God dang it. God effing dang it. Will he join us? Get owned, bitch. No! But we did it! We almost did it. We pretty much almost did it. God dang it. We almost did it. Alright, let's just go get our souls back, cause we need them. Currently. I need them. I need the souls. Alright, that guy is in his normal locations now. And yeah, I'm sorry my commentary is kind of lacking currently. I'm just trying to figure out what to say at this point. There is also a third door that you kind of want to open. That we are going to open actually, but right now it's fine. We can handle it. Or just do this area, I guess. Alright. I'm not sure if the game is lagging somehow, but if I double click, it doesn't do anything. So let's see here. Key bindings, disable double clicking should be on, but it's still like, yeah. It still delays it for some reason. Key binding, this, yeah. Let's put it off. Yeah, double clicking is not actually, if I double click too fast, it's doing that. Yes, I know. Alright, now it's working. Alright. I don't know, it seemed like it had somehow bugged. Now it should work as intended. I was wondering because I was double clicking so fast that the guy wasn't hitting, or my character wasn't hitting at all. But now it is working like a charm. Alright, let's get this out of the way. And I guess what we can also try to do is just drink this, get to the bonfire as fast as possible. Hopefully we'll be able to do it. Light the bonfire. There you go. And sit on it. Yay! That's good. That's good. Then we already have 5,000 souls. I actually do want to kill the armorer Dennis right now. Let's try it again. Use the bonfire aesthetic to get human form, so you cannot get invaded if you're hollow, but I think armorer Dennis NPCs can summon you anyhow, so that is a thing that can happen. Alright. Armorer Dennis, are you here? Seed of Tree of Giant. Why isn't Armorer Dennis invading us? Try item. Hurrah for item. Try Dark Spirit. Why isn't he invading us? Why, oh why? Is there a particular reason that he invades us, or can he only invade us a couple of times until maybe we kill him? Maybe we killed him. Alright, let's examine this. A giant rests in peace. So you can notice that this whole area is filled with these trees that are very similar to the last giant boss fight. Apparently we killed Armorer Dennis. I'm fine with that. So what to do next? We can go back to the... Should we do that right now? I think we should do it right now, cause... Yeah, let's do it. We're gonna do a boss fight, but before that I'm gonna end this episode here. I actually recorded... Sorry, I'm constantly like burping. But yeah, way too long episode today, or this episode was way too long for me. So anyhow, I hope you guys have enjoyed the Let's Play. If you did, hit that like button. If you didn't, you know what to do. And if you feel like these videos are worth it, please do subscribe. I'm not forcing you to do so, but if you feel like you can do it. Anyhow, we will see you guys on the next episode. Have a good one, and bye bye.